Coming up on UCF Sports Night, it's an old place, but it's got a totally new face. We'll show you around the new venue at UCF. And she's one of UCF's Queens of the Court. We'll spend some time with volleyball's Erin Campbell. Plus our top 3 plays of the week. All that and more on UCF Sports Night.
UCF Sports Night is brought to you by UCF TV. Today's show is also presented in part by Bright House Networks. See how bright life can be. By Holler Classic, the official automotive group of the UCF Knights. And by Coca-Cola. Welcome to the Coke side of life.
Hello and welcome to UCF Sports Night. I'm Jeff Sharon. Thank you so much for joining us. We've got a great show for you, including a look at the old arena, which we now call the new venue here on campus. However, we're going to take a look at the highlights from the week in UCF sports, and nobody had a better week than the women's soccer team with 2 huge home games, including one against a ranked opponent. Let's take a look at the highlights from the week. The women's soccer team's homestand began on Friday with a matchup against Illinois State. This one was not easy against the Redbirds, but the Knights picked up 2 goals, including the game winner in the 73rd minute off the foot of Hannah Wild. And UCF came away with a big home victory over Illinois State, 2-1. Alinny Reyes also picked up 4 saves to preserve the Knights' 4th win in 5 games. So that set up a huge home meeting with 17th ranked Illinois on Sunday, and it was a meeting that would go well for UCF. In the first half, the Knights get on the board. Danielle Dos Santos finds herself a chance, and she buries it in the back of the net to give UCF a 1-0 lead. The Knights would hold the Illini on defense, and in the second half, Amanda Martirana tacked on another goal. A huge 2-0 win for the Knights, their second over a ranked opponent this year. Coach Cromwell spoke after the game.
It is. We take a lot of pride in our home field. Last year we were undefeated at home, and we remind them of that every time we have a game here. It's the heat of the day. That should be our advantage. We train in this every day, and we're out here to let's take it to them.
Meanwhile, the men's soccer team was in Norfolk, Virginia at the ODU Soccer Classic. They came up short in the first game against William & Mary on Friday, 3-1, but then rebounded nicely against the host team with a 1-0 win. Freshman Kevin George's goal in the 62nd minute was the difference for the Knights, who picked up another huge road victory this season. Goalkeeper Sean Johnson also racked up 5 saves in the victory. Saturday was a big day for the cross-country team in the Black and Gold Invitational at the Cross Country Complex. Allison Palmer and Erica Whites led the way for the Knights. UCF had 6 of the top 8 finishers in the event, led by Palmer, who finished first overall, 3 seconds ahead of Whites and teammate Katrina Skinner. UCF finished in first as a team, taking a big win in the event, their second on the new on-campus facility. We caught up with the winner after her run.
Everyone on the team did really well compared to last week's race. Each one put forth, I think, 100% out there. I'm really proud of all my teammates for doing what they did today.
Wednesday, the volleyball team had its second home match of the year against local rival Bethune-Cookman, and this would be the Knights' night. Lauren Williams, Erin Campbell, and Jenny Heppert all led the way for UCF. Williams had a career-best 10 kills, and Heppert helped the Knights put up 12 straight points in the third game as the Knights wipe out the Wildcats in the 3-game sweep. Head coach Todd Dagenet spoke about the victory afterwards.
I was really happy with our overall execution tonight, because a lot of the things that we've been working on, we have to take care of on our side of the net first. And this week we drilled on serve receive, drilled on serve receive, drilled on serve receive, and we also drilled a lot on being able to execute our middle.
Then it was off to Miami for the FIU Invitational Tournament. UCF came up short against the host team on day 1, but the Knights rebounded nicely with a pair of sweeps on Saturday over Oral Roberts and Penn. Kathleen Curry and Melissa Reinders both had huge matches on defense, and Stephanie Cerna also made big contributions in both contests. UCF is off to a 6-5 start under Coach Dagenet, with one more tournament before conference play begins. And the men's golf team began its season in Dalton, Georgia at the Carpet Capital Collegiate. UCF came in 14th place in the team contest and got a huge lift from freshman Blaine Barber from Lake City, Florida. He placed 10th individually in his first collegiate tournament and sunk 11 birdies on the week. It was tough competition in the Peach State as UCF met up with 13 of the top 30 teams in the country in this tournament and beat 3 of them when all was said and done. So a great week of sports here on campus. Stick around. When we get back, we'll take you on a behind-the-scenes tour of the venue at UCF. It's an old building, but it's got a brand new look. Plus plenty more coming up when UCF Sports Night returns.
Greatness doesn't care how early it is or how late. Greatness doesn't care if anyone's watching. Greatness doesn't care about your clothes, your hair, or your music. The only thing greatness cares about is getting an opportunity. Where will you get yours? At UCF, we believe no dream is too big and no goal out of reach. On the fields, the courts, and in the classrooms, UCF stands for opportunity.
Welcome back to UCF Sports Night. When the new UCF Arena came online a year ago, something had to be done with that old UCF Arena. It was the home to the basketball programs and the volleyball program for 16 years. Well, the plans included a volleyball-only arena, 2 practice facilities for basketball, and multiple training facilities for several sports on campus. We decided to go on a tour of the old UCF Arena, now called the Venue at UCF, with 2 women's basketball players, Jasmine Stovall and Marquita Head. Ladies, take it away.
Being able to have our actually own place that we don't have to wait until other people are done, that's a real plus to this facility and this whole university. All right, this is our practice facility. As you can see, we have plenty of different basketball goals. We can all get in our free throws when we need to, because, you know, we always have to have our free throw game right. If you can look up there, right above the scoreboard, you see a camera. There's a rotating camera, and we have a video room, and it runs 24 hours, so whenever you need, I guess, to work on a new play, the coaches can always see who's in the gym working, who's been, coming in, putting up extra shots, putting in free throws, so that's a little secret to this room.
Well, I'm sitting here looking on the surveillance camera, and this is where you can see whether the players are in here practicing or not. Oh, wait, there's Jazz. She's practicing. I hope this counts towards her 1,000 shots this week. And there you have it, the surveillance room.
You know, we have a great locker room. We have our own weightlifting room in the arena. There are a lot of programs in NCAA Division volleyball, Division I volleyball that doesn't have their own home, something to call their own.
What really makes it fantastic for us is that we can come in and we see 3 practice courts every day that we come in, and nobody can kick us off of our practice courts. We can break up by position and work individually with coaches on those 3 practice courts. And there's just not very many places across the country that have that kind of advantage.
This is the old arena, but they, were able to change it, and now it's the new volleyball facility. And actually, they just had a sold-out crowd against Stanford, so that was a good opportunity to come experience a new floor and everything. And I mean, they can come in here anytime they want as well. It's 24 hours. They need to get any serves up, anything like that.
This is everyone's personal lockers. You know, your personal space. You got your chairs, just in case you want to lounge around. This is my locker. You got your shoes in here. You got your notebook. All right, this is the training room where we get taped up, we get stemmonized. You got your hot packs over there to get warmed up before practice. And you have your hot and your cold whirlpool, so if you want to come in and warm up before practice, you can sit in that hot, cold, in the whirlpool. Well, this is the weight room. This is where we come, get stronger, and this is my favorite part of the room because I like to bang. I'm a post player. That's what I do.
And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the woman's office. Let's see, over here, you have plays, all this stuff that she tends to. We have her computer right here. We also have our playbook. Each one of our team members, we have this playbook. We're able to look back on defensive plays, offensive plays, whatever it is that we need to, we need for the game. I just want to thank you guys for following us around our facilities, from our locker room to our offices and our coaches' areas. I just want to say thank you and hope to see you in our arena. Holla! Go Knights!
And joining us now is the woman whose office was just raided by two of her players, head coach Joy Williams of the UCF women's basketball team. Coach, thank you so much for taking some time for us here on
Thanks
SportsKnight.
for having me. I appreciate it.
We're here in your brand new practice facility. It's really, really nice in here. Now, tell me, what is it like having your own home for the program now?
Well, it's great for us because last year we were sort of displaced. We were in temporary offices, our staff and our team didn't have a permanent locker room, so I want to add to that, though, that it was definitely worth the wait, and we're excited about this building and looking forward to calling it home.
How much does this help with recruiting when new kids come around?
Oh, it's tremendous for recruiting. I mean, we've had a lot of great response, and kids coming in, especially throughout the summer, unofficial visits, and people dropping by to see the campus, checking it out online. They can see a lot of pictures, so we've gotten a great response from it and great feedback.
How much do the players like it? We saw Quita and Jazz. They look like kids on Christmas Day running around the offices and everything. We went all over the place. We went downstairs to the training facility. How do the rest of the players enjoy this facility?
Well, they love it. They love it. Just like I said, being able to have a place to call home. And one thing that we've tried to instill in them as a staff is really taking pride in the building, taking care of it, cleaning up, because they've got everything that they need. So, and we also emphasize that they're the first team that actually is going to use this building. So they're pioneers in a sense for the rest of the teams that follow them. So they're excited.
I can tell that they do take some pride in it because this floor is spotless in here. Tell me, what is your favorite part of the venue?
Well, the practice court, because I love practice. That's where we get better. And then obviously my office. I've got everything I need in there, and we're still getting it decorated, but I really enjoy my time in there since I'm there so much.
Tell me, how does this compare to some of the other facilities that you've been around to quite a few facilities? How does this compare?
Well, I've been around to a lot. I've seen a lot, competed in a lot of different venues, and UCF is right up there at the top. I think the vision that Dr. Hitt had years ago, and Keith Tribble, our athletic director, to see that through has really made a tremendous impact on this program. So we're right up there with anybody else that we compete against, certainly, and in the state, anybody else.
Kind of hard to believe the transformation where this was the old arena and now it's this multi-purpose facility. It's pretty neat. Tell me now, with basketball season, all of a sudden, it's September, so basketball season's right around the corner. How's everything going in the off season?
Well, it's been good. The kids have worked hard. One thing that we've emphasized this off season is strength conditioning. We had 10 freshmen last year, and really, we were kind of like deer caught in headlights last year as far as our strength. Didn't really understand the physicality of the college game. So they've worked hard on that this summer. Our strength coach is fantastic, Tracy Prosser, and we're working hard in individual workouts as well.
All right, should be fun. Looking forward to it when Midnight Madness rolls around.
Yes.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Head coach Joy Williams of the UCF women's basketball team. Stick around when we get back. We have plenty more for you, including our top 3 plays of the week when SportsKnight returns.
Fans, here's a look at upcoming night's action this week. Brought to you by UCFathletics.com, the official site for UCF varsity sports. UCF Sports Night returns in a moment.
So in 1975, the United States ranked 3rd in the world in percentage. Must be the new guy. Guess you can say I was with you guys the whole time. New guy.
UCF and the Central Florida Research Park have helped create 41,000 jobs and contributed about $3.3 billion to the regional economy.
3, and that's only new girl.
So if it seems like your company's growing, it probably is. UCF stands for opportunity.
Welcome back to UCF Sports Night. The volleyball team is off to a 6-5 start under first-year head coach Todd Dagenet, and that's largely thanks to a cast of many. But one player has revealed herself to be the heartbeat of the team with her positive attitude on and off the court. Oh, by the way, she's also one of the top juniors in Conference USA and consistently near the top of the box score in the kill department. Here now, a look at Erin Campbell.
My first impression of Erin Campbell was she is a very confident person and fun to be around. She's always there and always has my back on and off the court.
She has this energy about her. It's just a passion that can't be contained. And
off the floor, I'm a big goof. I like to goof around. I make jokes. You know, we crack fun at each other, and I just like to have fun and have a really light look on life.
Well, I think, off the court, the impression that I get from Erin is that, the team loves her. She's funny, she cracks jokes, she talks in funny voices, and I think there's no doubt that she keeps everybody nice and loose.
Volleyball demands a lot, physically and emotionally, so if we can all just kind of stay positive no matter what, even if we're in a rut, if we just had a bad day, then, it really helps on the court as well.
Well, I think Erin's leadership is going to be really important for us to get better, and she's working on her leadership not only in terms of organization, but clear and concise communication and leading by example when she has opportunities to do that.
She stepped up and proven herself on the court by hitting very well and just becoming an all-around player, what Todd was really looking for.
Erin this spring really worked on a lot of things to help her improve her game. She really committed herself to being a good back row player, passing, defense. She's a very cerebral player, and she worked a lot in the spring on improving those types of aspects in her game.
My biggest challenge over the spring was my mental game, and Todd has really helped me grow as a player like that. And so he's helping me realize that, make mistakes, be aggressive about it, and just enjoy the game again.
Erin is special for us because of her all-around play, first of all. I mean, she can pass, she can play defense, she can block, and she can attack. But off the court, the way she relates with players, the great job that she does with recruiting, athletes want to be around her because she's such a positive person, and they know how hard she works. And
Erin Campbell is going to play a huge role, being an outside hitter a lot of sets, go out there and just being a leader, stepping up and telling people how to run things, and it's really helping out the team, just having the confidence that the team needs.
I absolutely think this team can win the conference because we have a lot of heart. I mean, come to a practice, we are all blood, sweat, and tears on the floor every day, and however long it takes us, we'll do the best to outlast every team, and we just have so much heart that it's going to really help us through.
By the way, Erin is currently second on the team in kills and first in total attacks this season. Stick around, plenty more to come here on UCF Sports Night, including Ask the AD, and also we'll queue up our top 3 plays of the week. That's when UCF Sports Night returns.
Fans, here's a look at upcoming night's action this week. Brought to you by UCFathletics.com, the official site for UCF varsity sports. UCF Sports Night returns in a moment.
When JetBlue chose Orlando for its new flight training center, the presence of UCF strongly influenced their decision. The results? An investment of $160 million and 150 new jobs. UCF stands for opportunity.
Welcome back to UCF Sports Night. Our top 3 plays are on deck, but first it's our chance to visit with UCF Athletic Director Keith Tribble and our Ask the AD segment. And with the UCF football team heading up north to visit Boston College this week, we decided to ask what options are available for fans to travel to away games to cheer on the Knights.
Well, traveling to road games is important, especially in the sport of football or basketball or any other sports. But, as we talk about football, which is one which you get the most fans traveling to be a top program, it's important to show that fan support. And one thing that I was stressing last year as we prepared for the Liberty Bowl was I wanted us to take as many fans as we possibly can. And I'm so proud of our fans and the way they supported us. We had over 10,000 of our fans that followed us over there. And that's one of the highest numbers that have attended a Conference USA Bowl in a long period of time. So I want us to continue to do that. So our fans have an opportunity to travel to all of our away football games this year. They can do that by going to our website and going to our travel network that's on our website and get packages on how to travel, when we go, and the whole 9 yards. But it's just important that they be there and make those plans early because having the fans in the stand is very important to our student athletes.
And if you have a question for Keith Tribble, send it in to us at the email address on your screen, askthead@ucfathletics.com. Again, that's askthead@ucfathletics.com. Time now for our Sports Night plays of the week. Number 3, Allison Palmer of the cross country team. 6 UCF Knights finished in the top 8 of the Black and Gold Invitational on Saturday, and she crossed the finish line in the 5K in 19 minutes and 31 seconds, ahead of everybody. Great job by all cross country runners this weekend. Number 2, volleyball came up big against Bethune-Cookman on Wednesday, led by Jenny Heppert, who led the Knights to 12 consecutive points in the 3rd game against the Wildcats, helping the Knights seal the sweep at home this week. And number 1, Danielle Dos Santos of women's soccer, first half against number 17 Illinois. She finds a shot and gets the goal to put UCF up 1-0. And then she breaks it down with her teammates with the celebration. That turned out to be the game winner as the Knights would go on to beat number 17 Illinois 2-0. And those are your Sports Night plays of the week. Here's a look at the week ahead in UCF sports. The volleyball team heads to Hattiesburg to take part in the Southern Miss Invitational. They face the Golden Eagles on Thursday, followed by McNeese State on Friday and North Texas on Saturday. The women's soccer team has a home date with the Kansas Jayhawks this week at the UCF Soccer Complex. Kickoff is at 7 p.m. on Friday night. Then men's soccer takes on Memphis in a conference match Saturday night at 7. Men's tennis is in Athens, Georgia for the Southern Intercollegiates Friday through Monday. And women's tennis is in Gainesville for the Gator Fall Classic, which lasts Friday through Sunday. Cross country is also in Gainesville for the Mountain Dew Invitational at 8 a.m. on Saturday morning. Men's golf travels to Olympia Fields, Illinois for the Fighting Illini Invitational. That lasts Friday through Sunday. And the football team is on the road at Boston College on Saturday. Kickoff is set for 1 p.m. and the game is televised. Next week on Sports Night, we'll take a look at cross-country runner Erica White and the interesting story of how she came to UCF all the way from the state of New Jersey. That, and we've also got a look at basketball off-season workouts. That's all next week, right here on UCF Sports Night. And remember, for information on all UCF sports, be sure to log on to our website, www.ucfathletics.com, your source for UCF varsity sports 24/7. Thanks again for joining us here on UCF Sports Night. I'm Jeff Sharon. We will see you again right here at this same time next week. Take care.
UCF Sports Night has been brought to you by UCF TV. Today's show is also presented in part by Budweiser, the perfect balance of flavor and refreshment. Open up a world of taste. By the energy-saving conservation programs of TECO Peoples Gas. And by Centex Homes, proud to support UCF Athletics.